Okay, guys, tonight I posted a video entitled Know When to Take an L. I took it down. I left it up for about 4 hours. And this has to do with the video that went viral a couple of days ago. This was a video of the 4 or 5 guys trying to get this girl out of their Airbnb in Cartagena. Okay, I never shared the video. But ultimately, the owner of the video wanted to speak to me. So through the grapevine, we finally spoke tonight. And they wanted a few things known. He basically wanted to rebut what I put up. But actually, I said, go back and look at my video because I didn't say anything bad, or I don't believe I said anything wrong. But I make mistakes. So always share it with me. And, I'm not above correcting my mistakes. I still say I didn't make any mistakes in this case. But with that said, they wanted to make sure that a few things got out as far as clarification. So I'm willing to do that. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to repost my video that I posted. So for those who didn't even see it, it was only up for a few hours before I took it down. But this is just my comments on what happened that night. But again, they want some clarification to be out. So I'm willing to put that out. And this is in their words and their thoughts. Okay. And I asked for bullet points of what they wanted me to put out here if they're not wanting to come on camera. Of course, everybody wants to keep this quiet. Really, they want the story to go away. And I get that. But okay, so the first bullet point is only one guy was involved with the girl. So for those who insinuated that she was with everybody, he's saying that it was only one guy. It was 4 other guys sitting there watching the game. If you notice, or for those who saw the video, there was a guy watching the game. I mean, he didn't get up. So I get that. And they weren't intoxicated or didn't seem to be intoxicated or anything, at least the guys. So again, only one guy was involved with the girl. 2, she was paid. She was paid what was negotiated. And there's text to back it up. I haven't seen the text, but supposedly there's text to back it up. I have no reason to not believe that. 3, they believe that she was high on drugs. Okay. From me looking at the video, I could see that she was impaired. She was under the influence of something. It could have been alcohol. I don't know. And I said that in my video. I don't know. But it looks like to me that she was. I can only comment on what I saw. Okay. The cops came and they're saying that the cops knew she was on. They actually came in and said that she was on drugs. I'll go back and take care of that. But the next one is they're asking for those who have the video that's still out there not to share. They're going from channel to channel to channel to have YouTube force them to take down that video. And I learned how it got out, but it's out. Again, like the toothpaste that's out, you can't put it back in the toothpaste container. But they're asking not to share this video. I'm not going to share it because it's not a good look and it's not going to help the safety of those who live there. The next one is they use their camera to record to show how she was acting. Okay, so this is the reason behind them actually pulling out their camera and recording. They wanted to cover themselves. If she tried to make anything up, they could say, hey, we got this video of her. This is what actually happened. So that's the reason. And just like I said in my video, they probably wanted to cover, who knows, legally or whatever, they wanted to cover their tracks. And then lastly, again, just to reiterate, the 4 guys were watching the games and 1 was with a girl. Is this one guy met somebody out, brought her back, and the other guys were just there watching the game. So it wasn't all 5 guys with this one girl, and only one of them spoke a little Spanish, and he's in the video trying to tell her, no, we're not paying you anymore, and we're not going to be extorted. So I'm going to rerun my video that I had already had up to let it go through its conclusion, but I wanted to preface the video by putting out their bullet points. That's the least I can do. Again, I think my message is straight and true. And from a lot of the comments that came up on that video or this video, you agree. And just take the L. I give the examples. Know when to take the L. But let's jump into my video that I ran last night, not to run along too long, but you've heard their point of view. And this was my comment on the video. This video and others like it are funded by viewers like you. Thanks for your support. Okay, guys, in this video, I want to talk about when to take the L, when to take that loss and keep it moving. Follow along.
Hey, you watching, man, right now? You're watching DC Born Rob on YouTube.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC Born Rob Erasing Borders. I'm DC Rob. This is going to be a quick one, and this has to do with the video from the other day that surfaced, I guess about 2 days ago. It's everywhere. Before I even continue, I want to put it out. I'm not going to show this video. For a couple of reasons also. If you want to see it, I mean, it's easy to find. Heck, just ask me in the comments and I'll send you somebody else's link. But after conversation in one of the private groups that I'm in of expats who are in Colombia, it was mentioned to me that this could be detrimental to them who live there. And I get it. First of all, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. And second of all, I don't want to put anyone in danger. So it's just as easy for me to not play it as to play it. So I'm not going to play it. It's out there. Trust me, this will be on CNN and MSNBC soon. These brothers slipped. Again, you only have to slip once. They slipped a few times. It doesn't even matter at this point what they slipped on. But let's jump into it. If you're not familiar with the video, it's a video of some guys who paid a girl to come back to their Airbnb, it looks like. I think it's 4, maybe 5 guys in an apartment and one girl. This one girl was asking for more money. It looks like he tried to offer her $100 and she was asking for $200. And she said she did this, and that, and spent the whole night with him, and she wanted $200. That's what it sounded like to me. If I'm incorrect on it, it really doesn't matter at this point. She wanted more money, okay? And they thought, okay, I'm being scammed, and I'll just record this. I'm thinking for them. I don't know their thoughts. If they would like to come on here and give their opinion, you're more than welcome to. But they pressed the issue of not paying, and they sat there in silence for a few minutes until it just got, nuts. The girl was recording them. They were recording the girl. You can tell she was under the influence of something. At least to me, it looks like she's had a few drinks or whatever. They seem to be perfectly sober, especially a couple of them who were recording. I mean, if you listen to the video, one of the cats was even going, "This is not good." When they threw her out, he kept going, "This is not good. Yeah, it's not good." So this really wasn't good. It really is not a good look. And it doesn't portray visitors in a good light. It doesn't portray Americans in a good light. It doesn't portray Black Americans in a good light. It doesn't show tourists in a good light. They should not have recorded it, but they did, and somehow they let the cat out of the bag. They shared the video. I mean, they shared their videos. The video that's circulating, they recorded. They tried to record it, I guess, to protect themselves in the future against any possible litigation. But, I mean, a brawl, not a brawl, but they physically, one of the guys, he snatched her phone out of her hand, slapped it out of her hand, and I didn't see him give it back to her. So what it looks like is they stole her phone and refused to pay her. That's what it looked like. Okay, let's talk about taking the L. I can give examples. When I was 18 years old, I can remember this one clearly. I wanted to travel anyway. So from DC, I could get on a bus. Anyway, I would take the NR uptown to Times Square. And I remember seeing a 3-card Monte for the first time. And I stood there, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. And I finally played. I left my hotel with $40. I came back with nothing. Good thing I bought transportation up and back. I had a token to go uptown and back to get to my apartment to get some more money because I played the 3-card Monte. I watched it for a while. I played it for $40 and I lost my $40. And as soon as I lost it, I knew. They were all in on it. I mean, this was the deal. This is what it was. It was a scam. What am I going to do? I realized all 15 of them are in on it. Not the time to fight it out. So, take it as a loss. Take that L. That's what this video is about. Take that L. Okay? I can remember, a few years ago, I was in Mardi Gras with my ex on a balcony, fighting over the railing with some cat. Turns out he was with his crew. Now he wants to fight. Now, what's the upside for me? Okay, I've done all that. Mind you now, at this point, I'm what, 58, whatever. What it look like I'm out on the street fighting at Mardi Gras, at the actual Mardi Gras in New Orleans, not in my city. You don't know where I am. So this makes no sense. I have to take this L. What's the upside? I think you should always look at what's the possible upside. What's the best case scenario going to come out of this if I get into a brawl? Okay, I get a busted lip. Maybe I even win the fight, but now I got a busted lip. I've been in a fight. I'm out with my girl. It ruined the night. It ruined our trip. What kind of vacation is that? So I always have to be conscious of it. Most recently, maybe about 2 months ago, a partner of mine took me to one of the strip clubs. I don't do strip clubs, but I mean, the fella's going, I'll go have a couple of drinks and watch the view. And they kept, everybody's always encouraging somebody else, go get a lap dance, get a lap dance. How much are they? $20? I don't know. I ain't paying nobody $20. I don't get strip clubs, really. I just watch men throw away their hard-earned money. I just don't get it. Anyway, but I get the view. But, and I can see the view just by buying a couple of drinks. So either bar or there, just 6 of one, half dozen the other, no worries. But so I finally go get a lap dance. This is after a few drinks. I finally go get a few lap dance. I go get a lap dance. Let me restate that. I go get a lap dance upstairs. All of a sudden the girl says, okay, that's $100. I said, it's 20. She said, it's 20 a song. Well, they must got that mega mix back there with all the songs just run into each other. So I thought it was one long disco mix, I guess. And it turns out to be 100. And right then I knew I just got. What am I going to do? Fight with her? Argue with her? Oh, I'm not paying. We said $20 a dance. It was only one. I had $100 in my pocket. Give it $100. Just like these cats should have done. Give it $100 and get her out. Get the problem outside. First of all, don't bring the problem inside. I learned that as a former restaurant, nightclub, and bar manager. If you get the problem outside, well, before you can even take the problem outside, don't let the problem inside. So if you know that a problem, don't bring it in. I mean, it's the game they're playing when they go there. I get that. They put themselves in this position, and it's not a good look. So I just wanted to come on. I'm not going to show the video again. So for everybody who dropped out, this ain't for you, obviously. But for those who are still here, I just want to put out, and this is Big Brother Rob again, know when to take the L. Know when to walk away. Okay, it's tough. It's hard. Man, it's hard. You want to fight back. I used to think years ago that Malcolm X was tougher than Martin Luther King because he had a gun. He was ready to fight. Well, I don't think that way anymore. It's way harder to let somebody slap you, spit on you, cut the water hose on you, the dogs on you, and don't do nothing back. Do you know how difficult that is? It's easy to react. Somebody punch you punch them back. Somebody push you push them back. It's easy to react. But guys, you got to think. You got to slow this speed up to its slowest and say, what's the best case scenario going to come out of this? What's the positive? How can I turn this into something that's positive? Maybe a lesson. Well, they taught us all a lesson by this video. Again, this video is everywhere. A bunch of you guys sent it to me. Obviously, I looked at it and, I was going to put it out. And the only reason I was going to put it out is because it's already out in the world. They let the cat out of the bag. They let the toothpaste out of the toothpaste container. It's out. Can't get it back. So this is out in the ether. This is on social media. I just can only imagine where this is right now. And they got worse problems than some YouTuber putting this video up. But I'm not going to do it because, again, expats have to live there, even though they weren't expats. So, guys, you have to remember when you go down there as a short timer and you act a fool, that the expats get the brunt of it because they live there all the time. And people there, if they're not in their neighborhood, people know them in their neighborhood. But if they cross town, if they live in Laureles and they come to Poblado, nobody's going to know them. If they live in Poblado and go to Laureles or Belen, nobody's going to know them. So if they stay in Envigado and come up to Poblado, they don't know if they're not a visitor or not. There's no tag. We don't have a expat tag or name tag or lanyard, something around your neck. So remember, when you are out there and you're acting crazy, it hurts everybody who lives there. So for those, and there's many who want to move and live there. And I get that. I get why. Number one for me is the weather. It's not the girls. It's the weather. And then the cost of living, of course. Some of you guys are going down to work. I mean, I get that. And I get the reason why you want to go. But remember, when you go down as a short timer, you affect those who live there and those who come after you. So I will be somebody who comes after you, and I'm going to be recognized on the street. So just think, what's the best case scenario going to come out of any particular circumstance like this? Pay her. Just pay her. Pay her. Problem goes away. Stand out in the hallway with the money. That's what I would have done. Here's your $200, honey. Come on out here and get it. As soon as she got it, I'd have locked the door. But I'd have already called security too. So, I mean, they had to get the police involved because, I mean, this girl broke the table. I mean, she didn't mean it. I don't know what she meant, but she slammed her hands on the table and broke the table. If you haven't seen the video, I mean, you're going to see the video at some point. If you haven't seen it, just watch videos along this genre of news, what's going on now in Colombia, and you'll see it. But fellas, what's the best case scenario going to come out of a situation like this? How can you turn it into the best? How can you make it beneficial for those who come after you? Pay them. Pay them. Stop being cheap. Stop negotiating. I'm not saying they cheap negotiating. I mean, I guess they thought they got ripped off. But, I mean, be clear in your negotiation skills, too. Because that could be a problem, too. Again, his Spanish was limited. So their Spanish was limited. I didn't hear any of the other guys out there speaking Spanish and fluent Spanish, you know, trying to explain to her. So that could be a problem too. I mean, if you can't speak Spanish, now how are you going to get somebody out of your house? You're not going to be pulling up Google Translate at that point. Look, we got a problem. You need to get out of here. Yeah. What do you mean? I'm not paying. This is nuts. This is nuts. I had a whole bunch of stories I planned on doing tonight, but this is one that I wanted to get out right away, especially as soon as I just realized I'm not going to play the video. I needed to come on and say something, and the something is just like the title of this video. I guess I'm going to title it, Know When to Take the L. Know when to take that loss and keep it moving. Just in life in general, know when to take that L and keep it moving. And so, know when to take that L. I will leave it at that. It's a lesson learned. Take this as a lesson. And don't be that guy out there that's drinking too much and fighting back. Just think of all the issues that you could possibly have. I mean, you can get caught up and may not be able to leave the country. You can be persona non grata and not allowed to come back to the country. Is that what you want? I mean, you got to be on good behavior when you travel to any other country. You want people acting properly when they come here, right? When they come to the U.S., you want people to, you tell them, act right, man. You know, you expect that. And you expect people, how many people here in this country used to say, learn the language? Learn the language. Don't come to this country if you can't learn the language. And now we're going to somebody else's country and can't speak the language. I'm not saying it's the same people that's saying it, but just know, guys, know when to take that L. $100, $50, $100. I mean, just think of how bad things can get. You can get your cell phones taken. That's more than that $100. So think about it. I mean, it's really not that bad. $100. If you got it, and just 4 or 5 of you guys kick in and pay this chick to get out. At that point, you're just paying her to leave. Pay her whatever she wants. You got it. And they're paying a $100 bill. Okay, just so you know, if you have not been. They don't take dollars. Yeah, they'll take your $100 bill. I mean, they'll take your 20s, of course. But for the most part, you're not going to walk into a restaurant and use, especially a $100 bill. I mean, I carry hundreds and 50s just so I don't spend them. But there, you'll need to exchange your money as soon as you get there. That's a novice move to be walking around with USD. So that should have been some sort of mil peso. But anyway, I don't want to go too far, but I just wanted to say again, let me reiterate, know when to take the L. Know when to take that L. Move on to another day. Write this off. And stop recording yourself. I mean, if you know, I mean, you know you got stuff to lose. Come on, guys. We adults. These were older cats, maybe my age. So, know better. Know better. You know, what you got to lose. It's like when you have kids. What do you have to lose? You can't be acting this way out in the streets. You got kids. I'm going to guess some of these guys got kids. These kids probably grown. But what's the look on this, man? Because this is all back in the States now. It ain't coming through my channel. but it's in the States now. It's international now. So slow your roll, guys, and know when to take that L. Anyway, I want you guys to travel, but remember to travel safe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Okay, hold on, guys. Right quick. If you need to have things shipped to Colombia, shipped to someone else, or shipped to yourself to Colombia from the United States, make sure you reach out to CaribbeanShipper.com. CaribbeanShipper.com. The contact information is coming next. Join me on social media. I am DC Born Rob Official on Instagram. I am DC Born Rob Official 1 on TikTok. I am DC Born Rob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. Okay, guys, another day, another trip. I'm getting ready to hit the road, and guess what? One product I'm taking with me. That's right. It's the Epica Travel Adapter. It's going with me wherever I go. You need to do the same.
Thanks for hitting like. You did the right thing by hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. DC Born Rob.